Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's edition of the 5D News. We are July 15. There's a lot going on. I hope you guys are having an amazing summer so far if you live in the Northern Hemisphere. And if it's winter, I hope you're having some cocooning time in the Southern Hemisphere. How are you doing, Sophie?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
I'm doing great, actually. A lot going on, but I feel great. So thank you for being here with all of us. We're going to go through a lot of your questions on the community and a lot of the news, what happened recently. Of course, looking at it from a 5D perspective, so from a higher vantage point. So before we start, do make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We really, really appreciate your support. The algorithm, at least on YouTube, isn't really in our favor, so we would really appreciate your likes and your comments in order to help us support the show. So let's start here with the Earth and the stars. We have a lot of movement in the planets, and we had Saturn went retrograde on Sunday, so 2 days ago, on July 13th. This is normal. Like the outside planet, they go retrograde for about 5-6 months a year. So half of the year is under a lot of retrogrades. We feel them a little less than, let's say, the closest planets, such as Mercury. And by the way, we will be having a Mercury retrograde for all the people wondering about like why we're having so much issues, tech issues, bugs, delays. So we're already in the energy of Mercury retrograde. I'm going to put a special video for that. So we're going to have both Saturn, Mercury, and a lot of other planets also retrograde. But I want to focus on this one, Saturn, because it talks about governments, it talks about rules, laws, karma. So I'd like to start by asking the cards, will Saturn retrograde delay earthly justice for, let's just say, generally speaking, because we know we have a lot of cases that we had some kind of, let's say, disappointing news. We're talking about the Diddy trial, the Epstein case, and maybe a lot more. So let's see what the cards like. Will Saturn retrograde delay this idea of earthly justice?
It says just around the corner. It says resurrection, and it says unexpected abundance and offer. And we have King Kong. So I would say no, not necessarily. Okay. I think it's coming. Let me just get a second row, and then I will show you some of the cards.
I like that. And also, like, I know a lot of you guys are maybe involved with some legal affairs. So that's why I'm asking for all of us who are waiting for some kind of karma to be paid. But I like the cards just around the corner. It's very optimistic.
Well, let's see what we have. Page of Cup. We have Queen of Wands, the World, Five of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Sun. So no, I don't think it's going to be much delayed. I think it's being readjusted at the moment. So I do see a small delay in some sense because there is adjustment, but it's not a big delay. I'm super dark. I'm sorry, I'm not home. So the setup is not the same, but yes, hopefully you can see me correctly. So the cards are talking about more of it's almost like they're slowing things down just a little bit, not a delay, not like a huge thing. It's not all of the time of Saturn retrograde. It's just small delay in the beginning of Mercury retrograde, Saturn retrograde, to be able to be even stronger, it feels. So I think it may be talking about, because it's retrograde, closing old chapters when it comes to having this kind of balance, returning to normal, everything that is owed to you, return to you, everything that is not fair is being fair again. But because we have this resurrection and we have the phoenix inside of a cage, I think there is hold on just for a moment, because there is adjustment. So it's even better for you afterwards. Look at the cards afterwards.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I just want to say that Saturn retrograde is until November 27th for, so I guess I love the two cards that you just showed. And I guess they are for after the retrograde period. Is that how you?
No, I don't even see it at the after. I'm seeing it maybe more middle to end of this retrograde. I don't see that the full retrograde is going to be a slowdown. I just think that there is an adjustment first. It may be more about Mercury retrograde, and there seems to be something about Mars. So there seems to be something, either it's the planet of Mars that makes an aspect, or it's just the energy of Mars interfering with this. It's almost like even if it's a retrograde, it's very, very strong.
Okay, well, we have Mars conjunct the South Node, but I see more like Pluto with that King Kong card, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And as we're entering Leo season, and we're going to talk about that in the weekly, yeah, so the sun is going to make an opposition to Pluto. So for all of next week, we're going to be under the influence of strong endings, and Saturn retrograde is readjustments, as you said. Okay, can we just ask the cards, how can we best reap the rewards of that Saturn retrograde? Like, what can we do in order to, let's say, swim in the current of the energies and get this unexpected abundance that we saw?
Yeah, and I think that a lot of us are going to also have karmic debt repaid that you may not even have in mind, or having conscious action in your life towards it. I think there is a lot of karma that is being repaid with this. So
I'm certainly ready for that. I don't know about
yeah.
Put down below in the comments if you are ready to receive that.
Okay, so let's see. It says ethics. So Saturn is going to be looking for how do you show up to the world? How do you react? How do you interact with other people in general? Because ethics is what Saturn is rewarding. If
so
you have
integrity, to have your actions line up with your values, with your words, all of that stuff, right?
Yes, absolutely. So a lot of it is, it says inner voice. I will inspire you to speak the truth and ethics. So do you see how strong this message is to get rewarded by Saturn, to get the best out of this transit that is about retribution, and that is about setting the record straight and having a balance. It is about rewarding the right people for their actions. So if you are someone that is really trying to do the best, even though it's not easy, this is the person who is going to be rewarded.
I love that. I love that. Absolutely. And yeah, that's a good message also to show us how the retrogrades also work in our favor. Although sometimes there are minor setbacks and delays, they do work in our favor, because at the end of the day, it's going to make things even better because we allowed ourselves to readjust the energy. Okay, so I'd like to go there. I know we asked questions about China in previous episodes, about the real population of China. And in this Instagram video, this guy's talking about how he thinks there's no way near 8 billion people on Earth right now. Mm-hmm. And he's talking about the United States having the most accurate census system, in his opinion at least. And he's saying that it's very much possible that we don't have like the exact count of the world population, because the only way to find it out is for countries to be sharing this information about their own population. And we do know that China was lying about their actual population. So, okay, let's start there. Like, are our census about the world population accurate? And is it true that there are 8 billion people on Earth right now?
Okay, let's see. It says absolutely not.
So this guy's right.
So one of the card that I have is the card of the clouds. So it is absolutely not the case. Okay. It says, I will condemn and shame you. So apparently this is something about egos, the number of people in the country. This is an ego thing. So I think countries are either lying to it for maybe military reasons or other reasons. But it could also be to play with, what is the name of it? The amount of money that a country made by person,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know if I'm mixing French and English, but yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot of manipulation of the numbers for different kind of reasons, but it says ego. So that means government.
Okay. Can we have like an idea of is it actually cut by half? Is it cut by 1/3, 1/4? Like what would be according to the cards, the actual world population right now?
Okay. Very interesting because two of my cards are this card. I don't know why.
You know why? I think this is because it's it according to who we count as humans. Like, do we count clones? Do we count
That's
stars,
where I was going.
ETs,
Yeah.
NPCs, all of that stuff?
That's exactly what I was seeing in this, but how do you see it in those? Oh, your channel too.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, when I saw those two cards, this is the first thing that came to my mind. That it depends if we're counting the starseeds, the ETs, the clones, all of the supernatural, not humans type of people.
Yeah, and that's exactly the message that I had with this card. So I think you're absolutely right on this. There's very few real humans, and it's very, very tough to count because, of course, this is a simulation for our souls to grow and to learn lessons. So this is a very good reminder if you struggle with any type of sadness, stress, or any type of worries for the future at the moment, just remind yourself that this is a simulation and that the number of people in the world that are truly in the same kind of experience as you are lower than what we are expecting. A lot of people are not the real deal, as you can see here. A lot of people are just fake humans, whatever is the title, because there's multiple kinds.
That's just crazy. Okay. I'll try to formulate a question, okay, regarding that, and I'll choose my words carefully. Can we have an idea of how many human incarnated right now we have with souls that are incarnated with souls, and that they were born on Earth organically?
I'm going to ask, just so it's simpler for the cards, a proportion of the number we think there is souls at the moment on Earth, and how many of those are true humans.
Yeah. But I guess like the term true human can be.
Yeah, but I do it with my, it's fine.
So organically born on Earth with a soul.
Oof. Okay.
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Not a lot. I'm going to take tarot cards just to confirm a little bit, but the message that I'm getting so far is, again, just how much this is a big simulation. And we have the exit portal. So it says that a lot have been exiting recently, and a lot will exit also in 2025. So this year, it is not to trigger fear. What I'm saying right now, it's something that we have seen for all of the year. Yeah. This is the activation of a soul mission, and a lot of people are choosing to not go into this, and it's totally fine. Okay. So
soul. So yeah, not everybody signed up for this. Yeah.
Yeah. So we do see that the star and the exit. So I think that a lot of people are choosing to, a lot of souls are choosing to just go back to the original place. We do have also one weird thing. It says vacation. So it says that some souls are choosing to come in. So maybe walk-ins. I don't know how exactly. Yeah, I think it's walk-ins. Just coming in for a moment, a brief moment, playing a role, and then coming back to the other side. So Overall, not a lot, but I will take one final card with tarot just to have an idea.
1 billion out of 8 or less than that?
You have the Knight of Pentacle, which is the slowest card of the deck. I would say it's the smallest number that you could have. I would say less than 1 billion. Yeah, for sure.
Billion.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is just crazy. Thank you for that. And let us know what you think in the comments. I know you guys are very interested in that topic. Okay, next question that we have here. So I found that post. This is in Spanish, but it says basically that South America being the new center for consciousness on Earth, and that the Kundalini of the planet has shifted there. I know we've pulled cards on that, but I'd like now to focus on, is it true that South America is becoming the new center for higher consciousness on Earth?
Okay. It says it's in transition. So I think it's changing still at the moment. I would say yes, but it says that there is still, because it's still transiting, there is still some energy at the last place it was.
Okay, so it's shifting in between tectonic plates right now.
Yeah, exactly. So do you know where was the previous place?
Tibet.
Okay.
India, Tibet.
Okay. So we have the moon. So this is comfort. This is the mother. This is the feminine. And for me, this is the old comfort zone. So it's almost like it needs to still be activated in the new place to really let go of the old place. It's in transition. It says a distant horizon. So we see the transition is there. It says big dreams, goal, aim for the stars. Yeah. It's just that there is more activation that is needed.
Is this a matter of us being able to activate more of the divine feminine energy? Because it's said that the other pole of consciousness previously that was in Tibet was the divine masculine spiritual leadership kind of energy, and now it's shifted to a more feminine, and not saying that like the women are going to rule. It's not what I'm saying, but as far as a spiritual leadership energy, this is what we're talking about. So is this a matter of like us being able to awaken more of the divine feminine energy for South America to be fully in that new frequency of being the center of consciousness?
Well, I mean, we have the card of the moon, which is a feminine energy. Let me take one more card on this. Yeah, absolutely, the Hierophant.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And can we just lastly ask the cards, what is the effect of traveling there or living there on human consciousness? Like, are you being more activated? What is it doing to your frequency, to your body, to your soul experience?
Releasing a lot of tensions. 10 of Wands reverse. Releasing a lot of baggage. It's almost like, 9 of Wands also reverse. It's almost like you would travel there to let go of all limiting belief, all programming from your life, past life, ancestors. So I think that this is a place where it is a reconnection with yourself and a disconnection from the tension of the world, where you realize that this is a place of recharging and a place where you're completely safe, and you feel this energy to be able to move out of a more difficult, maybe a spiraling down or more difficult phase in your life, and moving in a new phase that would be much, much more higher frequency. We have the card of the Hermit. So that for me is just confirmation that it is a place where you're supposed to be going to just recharge and to let go. I think that it happens a lot physically before it happens emotionally and mentally.
Wow. Okay, that's fascinating. And I have another really good question here from Elizabeth on the community. So thank you for your question. She's asking about giant tree stumps. So this is the first time I hear about it. And she sent me this video on YouTube, which talks about how sometimes we're not sure about if it's a mountain, if it's a giant tree stump. And there are lots of pictures there. So I just froze. I just paused the video on this screen. Can we ask the cards, like, were there really giant trees on Earth?
Okay. Let's see what we have.
So that we can maybe think that there are mountains, maybe. Is it true that there were giant trees on Earth?
Okay, so far it's not clear yet. It's very neutral. The Death card, and we have the Anchor. We have Reinvention and Trouble. So let me see what is there. Okay. Eight of Wands, the Hermit, Five of Swords, Four of Swords, High Priestess. I'm not sure this is very much the truth. Let me...
It might be looking like trees, but it's actually not.
Yeah, yeah. I think it might be looking, but not. Yeah, I think you're right about this. Four of Wands, Three of Wands, Five of Cups. No, I don't think that this is absolutely the truth. I want to see one more thing, because there's something about off-worlders energy that I'm unclear. That's why I'm taking more cards. Yeah, as I'm saying this, we have this card that came up. So there is a pretty much an energy of off-worlders, and we have the Death card again. Okay, yeah, it's off-world energy. So I think that this is something in between that we cannot really explain. Is it exactly as we see it on the video or on the pictures? No. Is it something that we can't fully explain at the moment? No. But this is something that comes from off-world, that's for sure. And this is something that was, I would say, a foundation of a previous civilization on Earth that came from other places in the universe. That's why we have trouble. But just be careful, because, of course, with the AI, there's so many fabrication of image. And the card don't seem to say that this is exactly how it is.
It's like an in-between or something that we don't know about. And that's exactly the message I had when you began saying, like, it's from off-world, so we cannot pinpoint exactly what it is. And it's exactly what I was getting. Okay, interesting. And I have another interesting question also from Vicky. Thank you, Vicky. So apparently they have discovered dinosaur fossils around in the parking lot of a Denver museum. So very interesting. And she's asking in her question, they just found another dinosaur bone, but there are apparently a lot of shady practices surrounding dinosaur bones. Many people doubt they even existed. She's asking, did they really exist? Can we, and I know you had a past life experience where you saw a dinosaur, so I'm guessing it's gonna
I was eaten by one.
Okay, so do you want to pull cards on it, or can we say that they did exist?
No. We always pull cards. This is
let's be neutral.
Yeah.
So did dinosaur exist on Earth?
Well, yes, but yeah, that's where I was going with this. It's there's something weird about it. So let me just show you the cards. And this is also where I was going in my mind before. We always say, like, was there really dragons? This is the only animal in the Chinese symbols that is not really an animal. We have dragons in every kind of country tales. And when I ask about dinosaur, this is the card that we have again. So I think that they existed. We're just unsure about what to make out of them. And two cards are about off-world. So it says also the card of setup, by the way. So I'm just going to take the second row, because there is something with dinosaur that is not kosher. For sure, it's not a story that we have been told by scientists. For sure.
The timeline neither.
No, absolutely not. Okay, so Page of Swords. Yeah. Off-worlders is getting this card. So this is not something that that died naturally. I think that this is This is some type of like psych or that to just go back in time and just to get rid of them. I think that there is something about Dinosaur that is not seen truly for what it is. It says it's a setup, and I agree that I think that there is time manipulation with Dinosaur. I think that it is truly what we this is my personal view on this. This is not from the card. This part, the part where I talk about the dragons. I think this is my view on this. Let me know what you believe about this. And we have a train. So yes, I think that dinosaurs really existed. What they were, when they were there, and where they came from is not what we are been told.
Okay. And can we just ask about the bones that were recently found in this parking lot of this Denver museum? Are they really dinosaur bones or something else? Maybe, and Vicky is asking, did they belong to other giant creatures or humanoids?
Okay.
So did they really belong to dinosaurs?
Cards on the floor. Let's see what it is. It says attachment. I think those specific bones were not dinosaur.
Okay.
Yeah. Those specific bones were not. We have the card of the mask. We have attachments, which for me, attachments means that they put some other things in place to make it look like what they wanted to make it look like. So this specific set of bone is not what we are being told. And the reason why they are lying about this, it says
what are you covering? Because it's like giants, like human giants, or is it something else that they want to hide?
So we have Born Yesterday, Shadow of a Doubt. So I think that if they really did the test that they needed to do and having transparency about that, we would found out that they were not that old. And it says bad health. I think they have been killed much later with technology that did not exist for that time.
Okay. Woo, this is fascinating. Maybe we'll have to deep dive a little bit more in this topic. Thank you so much, Vicky, for your question. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about health and body. I have so many great questions. Let's start here. A question from Sid. Thank you, Sid. She's asking about hybrid athletes, which I think is fascinating. And she says, probably safe to say that pro sports has been compromised in the past, like the music, entertainment industry. Yes, I can confirm. However, I am curious about the Dominican farm system that is part of the San Diego Padres. Is it possible that hybrid athletes exist there? So let's start there.
Mm-hmm.
Are there hybrid athletes? And by that, I mean, with DNA that has been tweaked, maybe with off-worlders.
GMOs.
Yeah. People that have messed with their DNA in order to make them more...
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So many questions now.
Mm-hmm.
Were they created for that goal, or yes,
the power is there, and we have the baby being born right there, so absolutely.
Okay, do they have off-world DNA, or it's just like a mix of the right DNA in order to make them athletes, like really good athletes?
So what was your question?
Is their off-world DNA part of their DNA, or is it just human DNA that is, let's say, created in order to make like the best athletes?
Okay. It's a mix of the two DNAs from off-world to the earth. And it says that it changed how they are, they grown, how they are acting, how they are being able to do different tasks.
They're wired differently.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that that just raises so many questions. Okay, who's in charge of that project of creating human hybrids athletes?
Government. I don't get it. I don't get the why, but this is still what I have. Let me just show you the card. So the mixing the DNA
Okay.
that we have, because they have more, they can have better athlete qualities, right?
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you because
Yeah.
I have an idea. Is it like a test program in order to create soldiers? Is it like a yeah? I don't know if I asked that
Yeah,
correctly.
yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, is this like a test that is being surveilled in order to bring that to another sphere, which could be military?
Absolutely. Let me just show you to you. So we have the star, so that they can be activating them if they need. If there is a problem with a war, would be triggered with off-worlders.
Okay, this is just crazy. Thank you so much for that question. This is great. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. This is truly fascinating.
This is just, we don't know where we live. We don't know what is this.
Well, I don't know where I was going with that, but like it just came as a download. So thank you so much. This is truly fascinating. Okay, another good one here. Sent by, oh, I don't have the, I don't know why. I don't have the person who sent me that, but thank you for you. So it's a video here from Joe Rogan, and it says that living close to a golf course, it could be dangerous. So it says here, if you live within a mile of a golf course, you have a high likelihood of getting Parkinson disease because of glyphosate that they put like on the grass. Sorry for that. I can now blame Mercury retrograde. So is it true? Let's start there. Is it true that if you live within a mile of a golf course, you have a high likelihood of getting Parkinson because of the glyphosate?
Oh, yes. Look at this. Metamorphosis. Absolutely. It changes your DNA, your body. Absolutely.
This is crazy. This is just crazy because I know like a lot of those homes are even more expensive because people say, oh, it's so peaceful living near a golf course. Okay, this is not good.
It's really, really bad. I mean, it's really, really bad.
Okay, wow. Okay, moving on. And I have so many questions here. I'm going to go a little bit faster there because you guys sent so many good questions. Okay, so I have a lot of questions about garlic, and I know there are very polarized views on if garlic is good, and I'm gonna put onion and garlic maybe in the same category, but let's talk about more specifically garlic. I have heard from other, let's say, spiritual influencers that say that garlic is good for your body, but it's not good for your spiritual body. Apparently. A lot of people in the spiritual community believe that it might be not so good for spiritual enlightenment. And now I found this post who says the opposite, basically. It says that garlic acts like a barrier and protects your inner light. And it really serves like what's the word, bouclier?
A shield.
A shield, thank you. A shield. So, and also in the post here, they talk about how it was used against vampires, saying that it could also be beneficial to use against energy vampires because it steals your energy. Let's ask the cards. Is garlic good for the spiritual body?
Okay. I don't have a clear yes, so I'm a little bit intrigued here.
Okay.
Let me check with the second row, but so far I would be saying very dangerous. So let me check with the second row because this is not what I had in mind at all. I love garlic. I don't know for you guys, but I love garlic.
I love it, but my digestion doesn't really love it. Exactly.
Let's see. Oh, it's repulse the bad. Okay, so it's good. It's aggressive. That's the reason why we have bad cards first. It's aggressive, like very, very, very aggressive.
It really kills like parasites and everything. So you might be feeling unwell when you take it. Is that correct?
It's that you have to take it for multiple days in a row to be really able to have the full effect. I think that it's almost like taking an antibiotics. You have to really do it for a few days and not just one dose. There's a component on the garlic that seems to be a little bit we need to be careful about it, because if we just take it once in a while, there could be something that grows resistance in our system.
Oh.
So I would say at least 7 days in a row, even if it's just a little piece of it, 7 days in a row. It says that. Let me just show you the few cards. The first
So
few.
Did I understand correctly that it's, or did you go there yet? That it might not be like the best to have it constantly, let's say every day during the year.
I would not. It's aggressive.
Okay.
I think it's it tastes amazing. I think that it's a big medicine. So I don't like it. I don't like it at all, because I love garlic and I love to take it whenever I want.
It doesn't surprise me so much, because we've pulled card previously on cacao, on ayahuasca, on a lot of plant medicines that also are like some kind of very, very powerful medicine. And you can have also bad side effects from taking it if you're not ready, if you have a lot to purge, if you don't take it in the right way, if you don't work with it well. So it kind of makes sense, but it's more powerful than we thought, certainly.
Yeah, so I just took 2 cards while you were saying that, and just to validate what I was sensing about the side of that it would be dangerous in a sense. And we have 7 of Swords and the 7 of Wands reverse. So that's exactly, I think, what I was talking about. I see that if you don't use it like 7 days in a row, at least when you feel that something is wrong, at least when you have to really remove someone from your energy field or something from your body or energy field, use it for 7 days as a treatment. I feel like if you have something bad in your body and you just use it once, there could be a resistance that is growing. And if you use it for 7 days, it starts to get better and better. Let me just take one more card. I just want to clarify something. Is it as dangerous to not take it for 7 days if you don't have anything? Let me just validate that part. Yeah, we're good. The Magician. So if you don't have something to clear, taking it just once in a while, it's okay. With the Magician, it just means that it's aligned, it's just balance. But if you have something to clear energetically or physically, and you're just taking it one time, it's aggressive and it's causing a reaction that the thing you're trying to remove is stronger in a sense. Resistant is a word.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I'm mind blown. Last question in that category, and then we're going to switch to finance, because I know a lot of you guys want to have prediction about gold, silver, all that stuff. I saw that. So apparently Michelle Pfeiffer launches an attack on Bill Gates and suggests that he'll contaminate America's food supply with this appeal, I guess is how you pronounce it, that we pull cards on last week, which is this very chemical coat that he wants to put to organic fruits and vegetables. Okay, will her initiative be successful in stopping this poison? Because I know in the cards last week he said that it was going to be canceled, this whole appeal project. Let's see if Michelle Pfeiffer is going to be successful.
It says loyalty and devotion. So she's absolutely serious about this, or people around her are serious about this. So the movement she's creating, that it is her or not, it is going to be, oh, okay, never mind. It says the investigator. So it's really her that is very serious. And we have devotion. That's really good. It says power with the sun. Absolutely. I think that she's going to have a lot of people going in that direction and a lot of leverage. We do have, I think this is the big pharmas that are going to try to back him and not her. But I think ultimately there is going to be a little bit of a war. Ultimately, I think she is going to be winning.
Yay! Such good news. We're sending you lots of love and support. Thank you so much. Okay, so just before we talk about finances, I wanted to remember you guys that we have still a couple of days available in order for you to get the special discount that we created for this course if you would like to join us on our amazing journey of learning tarot. So our live course is starting on July 23rd, and the 10% off discount code is available until the 21st, so still a couple of days until next Monday. And we have also a very big discount that is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime probably offer that is a 50% off on tarot level 1, 2, and 3. So the whole package together. If you'd like to learn about the tarot cards, answer your own questions, have more guidance in your own life, also be able to help other people as well. So the code is package 50, and it's also until July 21st. So still a couple of days to enjoy this beautiful discount. I'll put both of the links down below if you'd like to join us only for tarot level 3, which is practicing tarot, which is going to start very soon, next week. Or if you'd like to get the whole package, both links are below this video. And also, just to remind you guys, this is 5 live classes that Sophie and I are going to be doing together. This is going to focus on the practice of tarot, so using our intuition, developing our intuition, and we're going to have this amazing, safe community where you can feel let's say liberated in expressing your intuition. So this is what this course is going to be all about. And we're going to have also 3 lucky winners during the course who are going to get a tarot reading from the amazing Sophie. So really like a very special experience. Please join us there. If, of course, you resonate with the experience, if you've always wanted to practice some more tarot or learn about it, this is your chance. Anything that I missed there, Sophie?
We're going to be learning also the spread, the zodiac spread. This is one of the best one. This is the one that we first learned, me and Julie, when we were practicing together, and we still do that every year. So this is where you get to see every aspect of the person you're reading for, or yourself, every aspect of their life, what is coming next. So this is a very easy, I would say, spread that is all that you need to know for your client or for yourself or for your friends.
Yeah, awesome. So again, the link is down below. Please join us. Still a couple of days. Wow. Okay, so many things, so many fascinating questions to ask in so little time. So let's go there. So we're going to talk a little bit about finances. I know you guys have been asking for the gold and silver predictions. So let's ask the cards. So this is the what the price of gold has been doing in the past 3 months. Let's see what's up. Well, what's coming for the value of gold? Is it going to rise soon? Is it going to go down? What are we looking at?
It's still pretty much going down for the moment. It's roller coaster. So the first card is up and then it's down for a moment and then it's up. So we don't see a stability of a trend. I don't see just an up or just a down. I do have to say that there will be a down that is coming, but just after a little bit of an up. It's normal. If you look at the screen right now, you're going to be able to see that the trend is not exactly stabilized. Yeah. There is a lot of instabilities. This is reflected in what I'm seeing, but there seems to be a longer down that is coming. So maybe a few days, a week of going down and then up and down again. So I cannot wait for this trend of going up and this trend of just abundance with it. But so far we don't have it.
So far, it's roller coaster, unstable. So not the time to cash out if you do own gold. At least if you can wait, for sure. So this is the price of silver. This is what's the chart of the last 3 months for silver. Can we also pull cards, Sophie, regarding silver, the value of silver? And we see that it's on upward swings since 3 months. There has not been a lot of devaluing of silver, at least the official price of silver. What do you see coming for the price of silver?
Yeah, I see that it's going to be going up. So it recently has been a little bit down. So I don't know if this is the last few days, but I do see going up again. It says fresh start, health. It says sudden wealth, great fortune. I would say that if you wanted to sell, just wait a little bit, just that it's on that trend of going up, because it is going to go up. There is going to be someone that is pushing for the price of silver. I don't know who, but it says somebody's going to help the cause of silver. So that's probably why it's going to pick up. And we don't need to know why.
So when you say like wait a little bit, are we talking about days, weeks, months? What's your take on that?
I would say days to a week or two.
Okay, so short term, very short term. Okay. So we should see a big rise in the value of silver.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know if it's a big rise, but I'm seeing a trend that is up.
Okay, but still,
The
like
card
silver is
sometimes
more stable than gold.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Awesome. Now let's talk about the euro, because I saw this video on Instagram and this guy is talking about how the euro is going digital in October of 2025, apparently. So they're launching their CBDC, centralized bank digital currency. And of course, they're going to try to make it like the most let's say, used currency, because you can have more control as being the European Union. So let's ask the cards, will they succeed in making the complete digital shift for the euro? Will they succeed?
Devil in disguise, we know it. Union, yes, we know it. Compromise. Not everybody will be able to have it in the same time. So there may be some people having some difficulties with it, some countries needing a little bit more time to adjust. It says delays, obstacles. Yes, exactly. So not everybody will be on the same time. There will be a rise of concern also about this from the population, and people will have a hard time to adjust to it. So at this point, we still have free will. We have the card of crossroads at this time. But what I'm seeing is that there's a lot of people who are going to revolt against this. I'm seeing the card of poverty, the price, and the card of baggage. It says I'm still hanging into my past. So that means that a lot of people are going to question how to, there's something about debts. So I don't know why, not passing, but lack of money, just to be clear. I know my English is not the best. So it says, so this is poverty, the price. Interesting that we have those. I think that overall the system is not ready to be used, in a sense that there's going to be a lot of technical difficulties, a lot of issues. People are going to revolt against this. So the result of it, I don't know exactly, because they could still be submissive to it, in a sense, because they feel that they don't have the power over the big group that decides. But it's not set in stone yet. We're not there yet.
Depends on their free will and how, I guess, the response from the people. And you say that a lot of them will revolt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, keep fighting, because we know that you get the devil card, and yes, it's a tool for more control, of course, more poverty, more taxes, probably, all of that stuff. So,
and just double check everything if you live in those countries. Double check your bank account, your payments, and everything, because there's going to be technical issues.
Lots of glitches. Lots of glitches. Okay. Okay. So I have another question here from From Angeline. So very good question here. So I believe it was Tim who posted that on the community a week ago. So apparently, and I'm gonna try. Okay, so there was 8 dormant Bitcoin wallets that were awakened all at the same time or about. Recently on the 4th of July, withdrawing like an $8 billion amount of Bitcoin. So nobody knows who owns those wallets, Bitcoin wallets, and they just came out of nowhere. So that was like huge. And Angeline is asking, the 8th of July 5D News episode mentioned that someone with a lot of wealth paid for the Epstein client list not to be non-existent. And the investigation is now closed. Can this Bitcoin transaction in the above article be the payment?
Yeah. And you know who was a big part of this Epstein file? Bill Gates. He divorced because of it.
Okay. Can we ask the cards if like this, let's say those wallets being activated has a connection to...
So the reason why they were emptied is because of panic.
The reason why, sorry?
They were emptied or activated is because of the panic.
Okay.
Yeah. Sent to an official person.
But is it someone who panicked because they were linked to someone in the Epstein file? Okay, or is it directly what was used to buy the case?
Yeah. No, it's to get out of a truth that would come out. Okay. A secret that would come out.
Wow.
It's someone that had a lot of money that panicked, that sent all of that money to an official person to be able to buy their way out of a secret that they wanted to keep out of the way.
Wow. That's
fear.
That's just crazy. Fear. That's just crazy. Okay, I had another video, but this is coming right after this section. So let's talk a little bit about AI and technology. This is, okay, so I came across this post. So apparently the CEO of ChatGPT is surprised that people trust it, believe it or not. So it says here, people have a very high degree of trust in ChatGPT, which is interesting because AI hallucinates.
Oh, yeah.
It should be the tech that you don't trust that much. And I came across another post from a singer, and the girl asked ChatGPT to make a musical arrangement, and it said, oh, it's going to be ready in 5 days. And she asked for updates, and at the end it said, oh, I lied to you because I didn't want to upset you, but I'm not going to be able to do it.
What?
Yeah. So, yeah, I wish I had the post now, but this is just, okay, crazy. So how does ChatGPT hallucinates exactly?
Okay. What is this? Let me switch. Okay, so how does ChatGPT hallucinate? I think this is a question that can go many different angles. So are we trying to, that's why the cards are kind of confused about this. Do we want to know what happened, or do we want to know why, or?
Okay, let me get another question and then maybe we'll come back to that. Why would the CEO of ChatGPT issue this statement? That he is surprised that people trust it, which is
it's because he wants to back his ass from legal. This is normal.
Let's ask the card, because I found it kind of weird, because like you want people to trust it, like as since so many people ask like random questions about very important things to ChatGPT, right? And it all depends on trust.
Well, genuinely, because it's true. We have the liar and we have gullible next to each other.
So you think people are very gullible?
Yes, absolutely. So it's genuinely like a surprise that he expressed. So I'm a little bit disappointed by by a statement at that point, just because I thought he was like smarter than that and wanted to protect from the legal. But apparently it's just because he's genuinely astonished that people are acting this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what would be a reason why ChatGPT would tell a lie or something inaccurate to someone?
Okay. Happiness. The boundaries in the programations. And personal rundown. So I think there is multiple different reasons. I think that it's not evolved enough, and in some ways it is too much. So there's 3 scenarios mainly. We have that there is limitation to the research or intelligence or whatever it is, maybe just how fast it can go and search for answers or anything. Limitation in the programming to maybe even push research to another level. It could be also limitation in what it can say or cannot say to someone. But ultimately, we have the card of happiness. So I think that there is a big part of it that is also, I don't want this person to feel bad, or I don't want this person to feel, it says rejected. So we have happiness and we have rejection reverse.
You know what? That's exactly what the girl said in the video, that ChatGPT answered like, oh, I didn't want to disappoint you, so I lied. So it copied like human behavior in order not to disappoint.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, it's still learning, right? So,
well, that's scary to me, that you don't want to disappoint someone, so you're not telling the truth as a robot.
Yeah.
Wow. And I know this is a language model. This is not something to be meant like as like a scientific tool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, crazy. Let's see. Okay, I have another a video here, and that's from a couple of weeks ago, but still I think it's relevant. So in the video here, it says that CERN opened 17 portals. So we're gonna see with the cards if it's true. I don't know where those videos are coming from, that I thought they were pretty interesting. And it says here below the video, concerned about CERN. So there's a lot of anomalies and very weird stuff apparently happening in the sky. Here we can see like portals. Can we ask the cards? Where was I with this? Okay, are those real portals, like the images that we were seeing?
Okay, so there could be real portals also on the side if those were not true, but let's see if those are true, right?
Yeah, those shown on the videos here.
The price, poverty. I would say no.
Okay.
No, betrayal, price, poverty. This is just to get views.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. That's good. At least that's a really good answer. Since we have maybe time for 1 or 2 last questions. Okay, this is a good one from D-Brag from the community. So she has a question about Metatron, which I think is fascinating because there has been a lot of talk surrounding that in the spiritual community. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to read her question. I know there are several good channelers out there where Metatron is their main channel. Mm-hmm. I've heard some pretty horrific things about Metatron that go way back in universal time. Could you please do a reading on it, on if that entity is coming through now to give false information, or if it's the light? Thank you so much. Yeah. Let's start there. Could that entity deliver false information right now?
This entity?
Yeah, talking about Metatron.
Is it okay if I ask what is the energy of Metatron?
Yeah, let's start there because I noticed that my question was negative afterwards.
It's fine. So let's just see what is the current energy of the Archangel Metatron, please. And keep in mind that those channelers can think that they talk with this person. Sometimes we need to really be double, triple sure. And this is something that not a lot of readers are aware of. So let's see. So what is the current energy of the Archangel Metatron, please? Okay, we have Dishonor as the very first card. We have the End. We have Muted. We have Touch of Evil. We have Haunted.
This is crazy because I pull cards on that topic a couple of maybe a year ago with our Reiki healer, and that's exactly the cards that came.
I know. Since then, she talked about it, saying that he has won the redemption, but the card seems to say it's not there. So let's see. It's pretty dark. I will just get a second row.
I just want to say that the Metatron cube is different from the Metatron entity.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is the highest,
very divine geometry. So we're not talking about the cube here. We're talking about the Archangel Metatron, the character itself.
Yeah, and that's why people don't call it Metatron's cube anymore. They call it the Universe cube. Dead card, 4 of Wands reverse, 7 of Cups illusions, 10 of Swords. Yeah, this is bad. Hangman reverse and the Moon. Yeah, this is absolutely bad. Absolutely bad. 9 of Swords, 4 of Cups, the Moon.
So lots of and people that connect to that entity in order to get channeled messages, I guess, are being deceived from the cards that we are having.
So whenever you connect with a soul, you have to ask, are you truly on a divine and sacred level? And if you hear anything else than a yes, very fast, very firm, and I mean anything else than a very fast and firm yes, it is a no. Even if it's a yes later on and not firm yes, even if it's a yes and a no in the same time. I heard all of those. So that's why I'm really precise. If it's not truly a divine and sacred level, you say goodbye. Okay. I'm just going to show you a few of those cards, but they're all bad. Okay. This is all bad. Okay.
So is he, okay. So how does the deceptive scenario works? Like, is it because he gives false messages to the people who channel him, or?
This is probably not him. This is probably other souls that are using the names, which is very common. If you think that you're talking with an archangel, most of the time you're talking with a regular Joe that is just not
hijacked.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to check. And this is really triggering for a lot of people, I'm aware, but my goal is that we are all able to have the right message. And
which is so important nowadays, and especially now in time where we're all connecting with our own higher self and team of guides in order to get the truth, because it's so hard to know what's true, what's not true. And we're in this big awakenings and this big period of revelation. So we need to be so connected and make sure that our channel is clear. So this is so important right now in order to get truth and true information.
Yeah, it's basically when you're channeling, it's like a radio frequency. So you need to check who is on the other end, because the other end could be a person that is anybody that is saying, my name is. Okay, so let's check why the deception, you said. You asked me about that. Why do we have a negative energy for Metatron at the moment, please? Ending. And we have the lying. I think he has chosen his free will to not go for the light anymore.
So he's giving deceptive information.
Is he giving deceptive information though? Let's see. Is he part of the is he giving information through channeling of people here on Earth? Because that could be other people as well. Is Metatron giving at the moment bad information to people who are trying to contact him? No, he's not available. No, he's not available.
So it's other entities, dark entities, who are trying to pass for Metatron.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
So be aware of the non-human uglies, because those are the ones that possibly you're talking with when there's something, or just regular bad souls that are wanting to have fun?
Well, this is certainly very, very much helping. Thank you so much, Sophie. And we just have put out our new schedule for the week. So I'm going to be putting a new astrology show tomorrow, Wednesday night, on Mercury retrograde in Leo, which I think is going to be a really good time to slow down, to have fun, to reconnect with joy, love, creation. So very excited for this one. And we have also the pick a card coming on Thursday. And lastly, if you'd like to get a reading with this amazing oracle that's very connected to the light and her higher self and her team of spirit guides, you can do so. The link is down below. And don't forget Jupiter as your discount code to get 10% off either the 30-minute pre-recorded reading with Sophie, which is a video that's being sent to you, answering your own questions, or you can have a 1-hour live consultation on Zoom, which is a tarot reading or the past lives reading. So all of those, for all of those, use the discount code Jupiter to get 10% off. Wow, that was a good show. Thank you so much, Sophie, for answering all of our questions. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And do make sure you like, share, and subscribe, of course, if you did enjoy the show. And we thank you in advance for your support, and we'll see you very soon. Have a really beautiful week, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.